Hello and welcome back to the program. I am once again your host, Joe. This week we watched 1986's True Stories. It's considered a comedy musical. We'll get back to that later. 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb, just under 89 minutes long. It's directed by David Byrne and it's from David Byrne's Closet Picks. Hey, wait a minute, can you pick your own movie? I'm going to start off here by going into the Talking Heads a little bit. They're an avant-garde rock band that got off the ground in the 70s, which was kind of the heyday for strange performance musicians like David Bowie or the Velvet Underground or the B-52s, and of course, the aforementioned Talking Heads featuring David Byrne. You may recognize him from the GIF with the giant suit. This is his movie. It's set against the backdrop of a fictional small town in Texas, Virgil. It's holding its own celebration of specialness.
They're calling it a celebration of specialness.
To coincide with the Texas Sesquicentennial 125th anniversary. Virgil is a small town. It's basically buoyed by a microprocessor plant. Money flows from it into the local businesses. The CEO is a very important man in town, and just like everybody else in town, he's very eccentric.
Mainframe. Microprocessor. Semiconductor.
All right, Daddy.
No.
This is basically the story of a small town with a whole bunch of eccentric townsfolk who kind of come front and center every now and then. But we do have one person who's kind of more of a focal point. The story keeps coming back to John Goodman.
I'm the dancing bear.
Who works in the plant as a clean room worker. He really wants to find love and he wants to settle down. He takes part in a lot of the town's social scene, seemingly with the goal of attracting a mate, which isn't to say he doesn't enjoy the activities, but he's also extremely desperate. Like at one point, he literally takes out an ad on the local TV station and puts his phone number up and is like, "Give me a call if you're interested in a date."
Hello, I'm Louis Fine, and I'm looking for matrimony with a capital M. Won't you please call this number? 844-WIFE. That's 844-WIFE. Please call. Serious inquiries only.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, just like a small town, this place has its own bizarre customs. There's this one really weird thing that happens near the start of the film, where everybody's going out to this club, and it's like a bizarre take on karaoke. Like, there's a band that's not really playing, and people take turns coming up to the microphone and lip-syncing and dancing. And like, I can't imagine that's an actual thing that anybody actually does. But it's not that different from karaoke, I suppose. The scene where they're doing this, of course, is all set to Talking Heads song, Wild Wild Life. Extremely catchy. And of course, the Talking Heads supplied most of the film's soundtrack. I remember going in and I just jokingly was like, how did David Byrne get the rights to these songs? It's easy to fill out a soundtrack if you're also a musician. I guess that's kind of what John Carpenter does, isn't it? Yeah, the other members of the band, they're even in the film. They don't have prominent parts, but they do show up. There's a few key characters that are on top of John Goodman's, of course. There's President Business, there's Voodoo Nurse, there's Liar Exaggerator, Reverend Conspiracy, and the narrator, just to name a few of the colorful characters that populate Virgil, Texas. On the topic of Virgil, the scenery in the film is immediately identifiable if you've ever spent time in a small town or in suburbia. Dreary storefronts on rectangular box buildings, stretches of road lined with homes with huge garages, empty fields next to empty houses. The area is primed for development and desolation all at the same time. It's like the town feels like it's going to be big. Things are about to happen. The town's about to take off. But they've got the one industry. They've put their eggs in one basket. And like, this isn't anything that's explored in the film. This is just something that I would noticed and I have picked up on. And it's like, it is a very small town thing to think, well, we're doing okay. We've got the plant over there that makes the things. We clearly need to get ready to expand. It feels extremely real, but also it has a surreal feeling to it. It's kind of like a Stepford Wives situation, but like less sinister and a little bit more neurotic. There's just a strange scene where they're walking around one of the neighborhoods that's being developed, and like a gaggle of children show up and sing a song? And I don't understand that, but like, it's something that happened. I guess they got nothing better to do with their time. It is the 80s. It's funny, when we watched this, my partner was like, imagine seeing this and Sleepwalk back to back and being like, what do you even do with this? Both films don't really have an overarching narrative plot, but like this one at least has a lot of character, and like the scenery in it is, both films had pretty solid scenery, but this one has like, it's less dreary, at least less intentionally dreary. And they both came out in 86, which is weird. I realized I've gone through half of the 80s films on my list already, and we're only 5 weeks in. How did that happen? This is randomly selected. Now, I guess, as per usual at the end, would I recommend this film? I think so. I mean, I enjoyed it. It takes a certain mindset for the film to really get its hooks into you, though. Like, you're not here for the thrilling story, you're here to just spend an afternoon with some weird characters. I found myself chuckling at the strange goings-on and the absurdities that the people present us with. But like, also, everybody's got their eccentricities. This is kind of like an unflinching look at your reflection. Like, when we have a look at the business owner's dinner table, they're eating dinner there. And they just have, for some reason, like, a bouquet of asparagus spears. And we're like, that's a weird thing to have on the table like that. And like, maybe that's just how they've always served it. And I'm sure if you think, it might not even be something that you consciously realize you're doing that's weird, but like, odds are there's something you do in your personal life that other people would think, oh, that's a funny way to do that. It's kind of humanizing, you know? So if that's the sort of thing you can get on board with, give it a watch. And hey, speaking of giving things a watch, what are we going to watch next week? Let's find out what we're going to watch this week. 3, 2, 1, and go! Alright, down they go. There's things to block them. That's actually interesting. Okay, down into the horse plinko. They're bouncing around. Invention for Destruction is out front. Going through the tubes. Alright, Invention for Destruction. Why does it say that Persona's out front? Invention for Destruction is right here. I don't know what this course is doing. This is weird. Alright, Invention for Destruction. Written on the Wind has died. The Day Trippers are right behind it. I don't know what's going on with the... What is going on with the placement? There's like a weird little platform over there. I don't know what's going on. Executioners is in the back. You know what? I bet there's a portal at the end that warps them over there. The ranking is completely thrown off. Alright, well, they're in the spinning ball of torment. Enter the torment nexus. Invention for Destruction is out. Invention for Destruction has escaped from the invention of torment. Down into the spirals. Is anything going to come out behind it? A master builder? Followed by network. Tokyo Story, Bound, I Walked with a Zombie, Naked Lunch, and everything else. Invention for Destruction, though, still way out front. Everything else is going to have a hard time catching up. But we have some rotating discs here that could do the trick. Let's find out. Rotating disc. In goes Invention for Destruction, not wasting any time, directly into the middle. Oh my god. It's not even, it's not entertaining any of these things to slow it down. Obstacles do not matter for Invention for Destruction. It is destroying the course. The Kid is in second place now, followed still by Master Builder. Invention for Destruction caught up on the combs, though. Flung backwards, no longer in front. The Kid flung through the combs. Oh my gosh, we have an upset. Okay. A Safe Place has squeaked through over there. Playtime is over here. Invention for Destruction has gotten through again. But the Kid is out front now. Oh man, it's the Comeback Kid is what it is. A Safe Place is down here. Is this track shorter? No, it's about as long. This is gonna be a nail biter. The Kid is in the scoops. followed by A Safe Place and then Adventure for Destruction, bringing up Baby, Mr. Vampire, and Playtime behind. The Kid, coming out of, we know what that is, avoiding the pegs altogether, going into the cannon, fired onto the platform, down into, oh my gosh, look at this horse plinko. We have things falling to their deaths now. 8.5 is out. Naked Lunch, Altered States, Alexander Nevsky. Okay, so it hit that teleporter, and that has sent it all the way to the back. Oh my gosh. Okay, the first place is The Kid, followed by Sorcerer, bringing up Baby, Jigoku, Invention for Destruction, Targets, Mr. Vampire, A Master Builder, Playtime, I Walked with a Zombie, Executioners, Fallen to Its Death. I really gotta look at the hotkeys for this. Mr. Arcadin, also gone. Tokyo Story, also gone. Things are finishing, and I'm nowhere near it. There we go, okay. Everything's in here. There's A Safe Place. Silverado. The Great Escape. You guys gonna get through? There's Pinocchio. Here comes the fire. Network. Alright. It's official, our winner. The Kid. Moonstruck has died. Alright. Alright, The Kid. What are you doing on my list, The Kid? The Kid is number 51 on the list. It's on there because it's from the 1920s. 1921's The Kid. Directed by and starring Charlie Chaplin. It's a comedy drama, 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb, 68 minutes long. Is this my highest rated film for the year? It's tied with The Great Escape for highest ranked film. Oh man, alright, well, it's official, our winner, The Kid, Charlie Chaplin. We didn't get any Charlie Chaplin last year, did we? I don't think so. We got Harold Lloyd. We got Buster Keaton. We didn't have Charlie Chaplin. So we got Chaplin this year. He's great. Also, it's weird to think Charlie Chaplin was alive at the same time as Pharrell. Which is a little bit mind-boggling. You think of a guy who's doing movies in the 20s and you're like, okay, but Pharrell is like doing music in like 2008. What the heck? It's weird. I'm excited for this though. I like his work.